Comment on videos this week on Beasts of War, Facebook or YouTube for your chance to win awesome prizes. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we have 3 copies of Operation Icestorm to give away. Plus on Thursday and Friday we have 2 epic 2-player starter bundles to give away, which include the 300 point Onyx Contact Force, US Ariadne Starter Force and 2 sets of the rules to get you and mate into the game.
Well, it's finally here. Welcome to Operation Red Veil Week. I'm joined by Carlos from Corvus Belli and, of course, Killian. And we're here to unbox the brand new 2-player starter set for Infinity, Operation Red Veil. Woo! Right, first things first. Okay, before we get into all the goodies, give us some of the backstory on why it was made and what caused it to be created, Carlos.
Why making another box like the most successful product of Infinity Corvus Belli ever? Yeah, well, why?
Oh, yeah, it was a hard decision, I'm sure.
Well, I can tell you. Of course, the success of the Operation Icestorm, which was the first battle pack from Infinity, was huge, above our most optimistic expectations. I can say that, and because Corvus Belli was like that. When the facts were hitting us in the face, it was like, hey, you know what? Maybe the idea of a box that has the Infinity experience inside and you need nothing else might be the reason why Operation Icestorm sells so many copies and got so media noise, because people go super excited with it. Making another one, giving that treatment of resculpting everything to other factions, because really in the tournaments, Nomads and Pano got really high in the popularity as a faction because of that set, and because it's a product that the market demands. Really, give me Infinity in a box, nothing else, because I want to enjoy it, but maybe I don't want to go into tournament or deeply into the game. I don't, give me it in a box, a rule book, simplified, streamlined, easy step-by-step guide how to play it. I mean, those tools are gold, are really needed. And the people who wants miniatures and stuff wants this kind of way to deliver to a game, to be delivered to them.
Yeah. Well, if you thought Operation Icestorm was good, oh boy, where do you get a look at this?
This is amazing.
Well, first things first, you guys want to show off the box there? So this is Operation Red Veil.
Operation Red Veil. Lovely cover here.
I can actually show you some of the artwork that's on it. So we'll cut the artwork here. Carlos, do you want to tell us a little bit about the artwork?
Well, we can see the miniatures there. This was illustrated by Ho Shen Hui, a Chinese artist that also made the US Ariadne cover, that got a prize on Beasts of War, and the Operation Icestorm cover. We can see all the different figures that are in the box here. The original file is a huge PSD file that has everything in separate layers.
Yeah,
it's lovely to work with this man, because we are very demanding. We ask for a lot of, change this, in the color and stuff, but he delivered a very good result. And we are pretty confident with this artist to ask him this kind of stuff, really.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Right, how about we get stuck into the box? So I'm just going to crack it open here, and we're going to kick off by having a look at the rule book. So let me get the rule book out, and I will pass that over to Killian to pass me other bits as they come. Okay. Right, so here we have, let me get the plastic off it. So here we have the Operation Red Veil rulebook.
Yeah.
And it's two-sided as well. So just like the Operation Icestorm,
there's
two sides.
The Spanish side on the other side.
So one side is Spanish, and then flip it over, and you have the English version. So I'm going to just flick through some of the pages of the English version, Carlos, just so as we can get a feel for it. So we have the Accessing Infinity page. We then have our Forces page. We'll bring up screens of these as well, guys, so as you can see these. So all of the different units that are within the box all described. And then what all does the rulebook contain? How does it flow, Carlos?
It has fluff and it has missions, and every mission brings up. It's like how to play Infinity guide, really. And every mission brings up new elements into the battle, so you slowly, step by step, will learn how to play Infinity, really.
Okay. Some of the things to note is that there are loads of really well executed diagrams on how to. So you can see the diagrams there, and there's more diagrams here, so you can get a very clear picture. You know, one of the things you're deliberately trying to do in these two-player starter sets is give the groundwork, the foundation of how to play Infinity, because we know that Infinity is one of the most deep games in the market.
It's crunchy. There's a lot of mechanics in there.
There's a lot you can get into, but getting those first steps right.
Yeah, those are the first layers of the onion. You can say that.
Yeah. Further on into the book, we have your missions. So mission 1 is in there, and it also shows things like your deployments, which we'll be coming to in a minute whenever we show you the maps and the terrain. Right, so you have a full rule book in there.
Yeah.
You also have templates.
Templates, markers. Go to the center page. That is a quick, made by Angel, quick step-by-step how to paint the miniatures made by Angel.
Really nice.
Awesome. So we have a step-by-step painting guide.
Yep, dual English and Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because it just lets you get the miniatures painted to a really good standard really quickly.
Well,
Here we
something
have
I mean, everybody can find useful, this kind of advice from the master himself.
And then also you have templates and tokens in there. So just to give you an idea of that.
Everything you need to play, basically.
All your basic tokens that you need for your orders.
Lieutenant order, wounds, unconscious, everything like that.
Your thing and your smoke template.
Yeah,
here.
well, this will be different color, this will be a different symbol. These are the ones very similar to Icestorm, but it will be changed for Red Veil.
Okay. Right. I think it's time to talk about the minis. Just before we get that, there is a bag of custom dice.
Oh, the dice are amazing.
Every faction gets them. So let me just spill them out here. Yeah. So here are your custom dice this time around.
Orange against sand color. That is not directly white. It's a little sand. And we have the faction logos. Yes.
And so let's get those out of the way. Right.
I love the custom dice.
Let's talk about the contents. I'm going to kick off with the Yu Jing, okay? So for Yu Jing, let me show you the Angel Heraldez painted version of the miniature. So Carlos, who is this?
This is the terracotta. This is an invincible Sujong, the terracotta soldiers. This is a basic heavy infantry for Yu Jing. Very well priced. The cost and effectiveness of this kind of troop is really over the top. Really, now other factions really have envy of this troop profile. Very complete troop profile. Will deliver the role of lieutenant in this box, and it comes with a multi-rifle. In many of the expanded list and stuff, we put him with a combi rifle just to be able to also become a forward observer. Love the potion. Love the potion very much. All the miniatures from this box are totally new, and new sculpts. There is not a repack of any sense, and I like the posing of that one.
Well, let me show you. So here I have the miniature as it comes out of the box, so you can see the components there, okay? And then we have this guy. So let's get a look at this. So
these copies that we are bringing to Beast of War are courtesy of Jose Vega from Custom Meeple.
Yeah, Custom Meeple, superb company. Go and check them out. They do loads of terrain templates and things like that. But they have painted these up for us, and just such a beautiful job that they have done on them. What a cracking looking miniature. Okay, next up, Carlos, we have these...
Tiger Soldier with Assault Hacker device, a jump troop, from Yu Jing, one of the better troop profiles of Yu Jing because they, have tons of skills, very decent values, and mimetism, which is very, very effective for this kind of troop. This is a female version of the Tiger Soldier, and she's carrying the Assault Hacker device. So it's a specialist and can also surprise the enemy with an unexpected vector of attack. You don't expect usually a paratrooper with hacker device, and that can totally nullify an attack from your faction, for example.
Okay, so let's get a look at what you get. So here are the components. So as you can see, quite a few components for this one. Any of these optional, Carlos, or
No, they are what they are, really.
Okay, and then here we have the miniature itself. Again, one painted by, all the miniatures you're going to see are painted by custom meeple here, so just look at that.
Well,
the pose on this miniature is immense.
The pics on the screen are the official studio photos by Angel Giraldo, of course. Be careful with the paint.
Yes. Okay.
Be very careful with the paint.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the Angel Giraldo version. Yeah.
Okay. So next up, we have these guys here.
The Sansis. The light infantry from Yu Jing, the backbone of your army, essential, especially in Infinity, where you need them to check all the areas of your deployment. You need them to provide orders to your army. Essential, really. And this time is a new design. We have redesigned the Sansis really for this box, and it's important because these kind of troops, you end up have more miniatures of these units on the table, so they have to look nice. And you have to care about making male and female version, and the detail. I always ask for one of these miniatures to also be shooting, standing, because these are the miniatures that you use to explain the rules with, for example.
Okay, so let's have a look at the actual miniatures themselves. So here we have one of the females, so you can see the components there, and there's the other female, and then finally we have the male. So just turn that over so you can see the detail on these miniatures is just brilliant. Again, it's detail that Metal Miniatures just manages to grab every time. Do you want to see the actual minis themselves? So here we have the female miniature. Oh, I'm not dropping this time. So, and then we'll bring in the other female.
These are such nice updates to the original Zanchi from the starter box. It's really nice. They've kept the theme. They've kept the sort of feel of them as well.
Next up, we have this unit here. So, Carlos, who is this?
Who is this awesome troop? This is essential, classic Yu Jing miniature, really. This is the Hessian warrior from Imperial Service with HMG. So it already comes equipped with the long-range weapon. This is a classic troop. In Infinity, you will always have the Hessian in Yu Jing. I mean, it's pretty common. Why? Because he has heavy infantry. He has elite values, shooting to a 14 SBS value, and multi-supervisor level 2.
Really
it's
good.
almost like an Aquila Guard, which is an emblematic panel guy. But this one is really effective. And sometimes when you're playing against such a rock with such values and such visor and stuff, it's very difficult to bring him down.
Good high armor in this guy as well. He's very, very tough.
Okay, so let's get a look at the miniature under the close cam here. So here is the miniature and all of its components. A lot of components in the bag, guys, but it's needed because when you actually see it, the detail on this one is just incredible. I love the fins. The fins are just so cool.
Do not get scared by the antennas, guys. Corvus Belli has learned a lot through all these years, so those are actually just 4 pieces, and they are assembled together really nice and with no problem. Don't worry about the antennas, guys.
Okay.
Many years selling antennas. Okay. These are...
they know a thing or two about antennas.
And if you are a Yu Jing player, you already know that the Yu Jing antennas fit very nice.
Now, everything that we've seen so far for the Yu Jing will also later be available in a starter pack. However, this next miniature will only ever be available within Red Veil.
This is the exclusive Yu Jing miniature from the Operation Red Veil box. Check this out. This is the Ninja, and this is beautiful.
Such a nice model.
This is the new design for Ninja, and it comes with a tactical bow, which is a weapon that everybody got so excited with when N3 came out. A tactical bow is a silent weapon. You can kill enemies without the other enemies noticing that your friend is dead right now. It's just one dice, it has a particular range, but if your ninja gets behind enemy lines, he can silent killing people.
Yeah, really very thematic.
Let's have a look at the parts. So for the ninja, here's the little bag of components. Again, you know, like even the very detail on the
there's so much detail on that tactical bow.
It's just
crazy,
incredible. And then the actual miniature itself. There we go. Get a look at it. The dynamicness in that pose. Let me see if I can just angle that back. Look at that.
It's a beautiful.
Shines especially when you rotate the miniature.
Yeah, it's like wow. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, this might be the best miniature on the box.
I think it actually is.
There
are other interesting ones for
sure. Tough competitors for that.
So if you want to see what the whole lot looks like, I have a nice group shot here of all of the Yu Jing models.
Yeah, those are the Angel Giraldez studio painted miniatures.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure to take photos to those. Really, I really enjoyed that.
They're just so beautiful. Okay, right. Up next, we have the Haqqislam in the box, and have a look at this because this one contains my favorite miniature of the lot, which might surprise a lot of people. Just have a look at this. That female in the middle. There's something absolutely captivating about the sculpt. There's something I don't know. I don't know if it's the face and the hair. I just find it absolutely captivating. So who are they, Carlos?
Well, this is the Ghulam infantry. This is our basic line infantry soldiers from Haqqislam, backbone of your army. They provide orders. They secure zones of your deployment. They have a rifle plus light shotgun, which is in N3 much more effective.
Oh, very effective, very effective.
And yes, I also like. I think that the face of the female is very well executed.
Yeah. So do you want to look at the actual components? So here we have
that's a female.
That female. So you can just see the components there, and then we have the two corresponding males here.
Yeah, that's the one who's standing shooting, which is very useful for explaining rules, and that's Tom Hardy there.
It's Tom Hardy, and here I have the painted versions as well. So it's let me try and get the female in there. So
these are really nice updates.
There's something really natural about the sculpt of that miniature, and I think that's what's drawing me to it. Is it just has a really natural feel. It doesn't feel forced. You know, it doesn't feel abnormal in any way. It's just something really natural, and it's just a moment captured in time on that miniature. And it just really appeals to me. How that one has been sculpted. Here we have the first of the two male sculpts.
And this is the guy who's firing.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost sense the tension in that miniature, can't you? It feels like it's mid-shot.
As I said, those are very useful for explaining the rules and for playing, in my opinion.
And then finally, we have this guy here with the blade.
This is a really nice update of a classic miniature that was in the original starter box.
Yeah.
It looked a bit more like Solid Snake in the starter.
You noticed that?
Yeah, but this guy's more Tom Hardy, and it looks really nice.
That's really nice.
Even the color scheme for these guys makes them look really nice as well.
Okay, up next we have this guy here.
The Khawarij.
So Carlos, what can you tell us about him?
Well, Khawarij means red turband, okay? And that's a color choice that we could not escape from when coloring the Haqqislam miniatures. This guy has to wear a red turban, yes or yes. It's a classic troop from Infinity. Has always been the guy with super jump and stuff. I might reveal something later. These guys have been genetically enhanced, okay? So they can perform superhuman abilities. this guy, basically Tariq Mansouri, the hero from Haqqislam, is one of the Khawaris, but when they they genetically modify him, he will grow bigger and stronger. These guys have also received a big improvement in N3. They have BS13 now.
That's pretty good. I can just jump over the top of a building, land, take shots, jump back over.
Let's have a look at the miniature itself. Okay, so here is the actual miniature itself, and here we have our painted example.
I like very much the bases that you have there. Those bases are a product that probably Customable is going to deliver by these days.
Yeah, there's this sort of Arabic tile pattern on them.
It looks really nice.
And I like that it's clear colors. It highlights the miniature very well.
Okay, all right, up next we have this miniature here, Carlos. So who is this?
This is the Tuareg, Mubarit's Tuareg. This is a lovely miniature from Haqqislam.
Okay.
Skills, the best of skills, TO camo and infiltration. So always useful, okay? As a sniper rifle equipped miniature, which is here, she can, of course, launch range dominance, okay? Only guys with visors will be able to hunt her, I mean, or a lucky roll, that can happen. But TO camo, sniper rifle, tower, rooftop, and that's very, very effective. Until now, snipers with multi-spectral visors were the kings of sniper land. Okay, but now with new skills like albedo and white noise, there are some tools to deal with them. But those tools do not affect the Tuareg sniper rifle, for example, because she is the other way. She's not a sniper that can see everything. She's a sniper that you are not able to see her. So I think that this will become popular again in the game because those abilities do not collide with any countermeasure, I would say.
Okay, let's have a look at the actual components itself.
This is a beautiful sculpt, I think.
So here we have the miniature, just the flowing cape on that, the flowing coat is just beautiful. Let me just try and get the blue bit out of the way so as you can see it from the other side. And here we go. You can just see it there. And then here we have the actual miniature itself painted. And, just look at it again. It's something, that is just so striking about it. Is that, again, that moment in time, and there's a thing about a sniper. A sniper is a deadly, deadly creature. But you can just imagine that miniature stand on the top of a tall building. The wind just quietly brushing the coat out of the way, and just at the moment of it taking the shot.
Yeah, and in Haqqislam, I see that design is still in the show totally, both in the cover and if you see all the designs, people fell in love with the Tuareg. Really.
Okay, up next we have this mean-looking hombre.
And this guy is my favorite profile from Haqqislam lately. This is the Saidan. Okay, these guys have marksmanship level 2. Which totally nullifies the negative modifier to BS that you get when you're shooting at objectives that are in cover. Okay, very long to explain. Super useful in the game, really. Something that people has begun to learn to be scared of.
This guy's a hunter, pure hunter. Definitely.
Okay, looking at the components, here we have his bag of bits there. Sorry, just make sure you can see them all right. And then the actual miniature itself. Up close and personal. Just one of the meanest looking minis.
I love the coat. The coat's amazing.
The coat is just, but it's that mask on the face. It just makes him look so. I don't know. He means business. This guy. He absolutely means business. Okay, next up. We have the big guy. Okay, where do you get a load of him?
Okay.
Now this is quite special in the box, isn't it?
Well, it was difficult even to have green light for including a Silhouette 5 miniature inside the box. Okay, we have to make some numbers before giving green light to this guy. Okay, this is the Alpha Seed Regiment. Okay, this is a new true profile. people don't know what is the new true profile of this guy. We will reveal it. I promise you. This is essentially a beast. Silhouette 5, armor, huge armor value, comes with an HMG. A beast, really.
Yeah.
And this is the exclusive model from Haqqislam from the Red Belli box. You will only find this miniature inside this box.
Okay, right. Let's have a look at them. Well, first you get your bag of components, and there is a ton of metal in this one, along with the ammo belt you can see there.
Integrated ammo belts.
And just get a load of the size of this. Let me try and give you put this into perspective by putting him against this guy here. Just look at it.
He's big. You understand why these guys have different silhouette values?
That ammo belt is just awesome.
Look at the size of that HMG as well. Is it an underslung weapon there? Is there 2 weapons?
Yeah, it has a grenade launcher. And it can launch both smoke and normal grenades with that launcher. It has also mine layer. It has also veteran level 1. Has also mines with mine layer. It's a expensive tool, but full of surprises, really.
Okay, so here we have the group shot.
Yeah.
Just fabulous. When you see them all together like that, they just look really, really devastating. Right, next up, we have the exclusive miniature available for pre-order, okay? So if you pre-ordered the box, which is available now, right now, between the 4th of July and the 9th of August, any pre-orders for the box will get this exclusive miniature. You will know that the exclusive miniature is in your box. Let me pick this one up. Sorry about that. Because it has this circle on it.
That's it.
So if it has that on your box, then the limited edition miniature is in there. And if you want to see it...
Okay, careful now, Warren, because this is an Angel Giraldez painted miniature.
Okay, right, well, get a load of this.
Slowly, into the sweet spot. Okay, nice that is the Juan.
Now, what do you see? Are you ready for this? Look at that. Now, this is an Angel Giraldez one, so I'm not allowed to drop this one. But just look at that. Tell us about this miniature, Carlos.
Well, Juan means annoying insect in Chinese, okay? These are space pirates, okay? That usually assault Yu Jing spaceships, okay? Yeah. They are Asian, but they attack the Asian faction constantly. Okay, this was sculpted by Jose Luis Roch, and what you have in your hands is the Angel Giraldez painted version. Okay, watch it, eh?
Oh, yeah. Don't shake me. Don't shake me. Okay. Everybody knows I drop miniatures, so...
This is the pre-order exclusive miniature, okay? In terms of game, it is more likely to see the Juan going with Haqqislam than with Yu Jing. Usually are Yu Jing annoying insects.
Yeah. Okay, right. So that's your lot for the miniatures, okay? But obviously, the rulebook dice miniatures isn't the only thing you get in the box. If you're going to have the complete experience of playing Infinity, where do you get a load of the terrain? So here we get a look at what's in it. Let's get a look at the actual terrain itself.
There you go. This is the Neon Lotus scenery pack.
Okay, Neon Lotus scenery pack. Okay, so
Neon Lotus is the spaceship where the action of Red Belli is happening. It's a Yu Jing spaceship with a very big civilian mall.
Shopping center,
shopping center in space. The fluff tells you very interesting information about how this behaves in space. It's a very interesting civilian environment. Okay.
Yeah.
And why are Yu Jing and Haqqislam fighting there? Well, read the fluff because it's lovely the way it's explained. In fact, there are. I must reveal this. I mean, the Haqqislam are infiltrating in a civilian Yu Jing spaceship that has this civilian area because there are some nasty business going on there. Okay, and it's an infiltration mission. It's almost like a stealth mission. So if you're going stealth, why are you taking this huge Silhouette 5 guy inside? How do you take them inside? So the intelligence services of Haqqislam asked the spies to provide how is it? A
porta potty.
Porta potty.
A portable toilet. Okay.
So I can imagine perfectly the Alpha Set guy, inside the portable toilet, drying the sweat, looking at the watch, asking for being called into action, and when the moment comes, they go out.
Straight out of a toilet.
There's even a prep to the mission where it talks about he's been in there for 6 hours, he's getting really angry, he's fed up, sweating, and then the order comes through, he just goes, right, and bursts out of the box.
Surprise!
I can imagine one of these cubes that comes in the terrain, being one of those.
Okay, so this is the terrain pack. So I just want to show you there, and now I'm going to show you some of the beautiful details in the actual textures of the terrain. So this is the cubes. Now just look at the beautiful texture work.
That's the low pants noodle hat. There's a reference there.
Yeah.
So I can actually show you that built. So this is it when it's actually built up. It looks
we
like
went
this.
from the usual rectangular containers to these cubic containers. I think that there's a lot of improvement in the new scenery pack, really. New structures and bridges and very interesting stuff coming.
Okay. Next up, we have this one here. So let me zoom in to show you a little bit more detail on
That's the
how that
recycle
looks.
container.
So, and then we have the corresponding scenery here.
These lovely textures were made by Marcos Hidalgo, known in the internet as Topo Solitario. He's the same guy who made the Mototronica scenery pack and the Yosariana scenery pack that was Navajo Outpost. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, that you get 2 of those.
Yeah.
2 of each of these boxes.
And then where do you see this one? Okay. So this one has fantastic artwork on them.
Yeah, very nice.
Just look at it up close once it's built. Let me try and give you a close-up. Just look
We
at
can
that.
see there advertisement from the Imperial Service. Gogo Marlene promo in Oxid, one of the Maya channels. A ladder.
These are your ladders up and down, control panels.
And Tara cigarettes. Well, these people still smoking in the future, really? Or maybe.
They must do.
Yeah.
Now, so that's the small boxes, but now you've got these large linked ones. So you can see that they also have optional bridge pieces
walkways
now
between them.
to connect them, so they can kind of slot in and out. And then the buildings are bigger this time around, Carlos, yeah?
Yes, those are bigger. Attack can hide behind them. They have access for catwalks, and you can assemble in both ways, with or without the spot in the edges, the space between the.
Oh, so you can assemble it so that that these bits are filled.
Yeah, it's just bending
they're open.
one piece of the actual building.
Okay, well, let's get a look at the actual flat packs so as you can see it and see some of the beautiful textures that are on it. So here we have one here, and then if I zoom in, you can see you have your doorway to the capsule, the NL Capsule Hotel.
Yes,
and
hotel.
then here are your capsules. On the other side, you have more capsules. And one of the things that I really like is just take a look at the roof garden. How nice is that?
The textures are beautiful in this.
The textures are just fabulous in
You've
this.
seen in the upper corners as well of each building, there's like some decorative scroll work.
Yeah.
Very Yu Jing themed.
So the whole thing basically just can fold together. As before with Icestorm, it just folds together.
Pretty similar.
Like that. There is a video that you guys have made on how to assemble these.
Yes.
There's instructions also in the box.
Yes.
Should you be interested. So if you want to see see how they're built, there's instructions, and there's a how-to video on how to assemble them. Let's be honest though, they're very straightforward. You'll have no problem assembling, but you do have a video should
But
you
they
need
have
it.
some useful tips there. Remember, guys, the usual Infinity boxes, the brown boxes, fit inside these buildings, and they give them extra strength.
Which I can show you here.
Yeah.
So if you buy your starter packs or your multi-packs of Infinity, take the brown box out, pop them into that, and it gives you extra rigidity.
These buildings,
whole
even
thing.
though they're papercraft, they're really tough. You can put a lot of weight on these things.
Yeah.
Really, really
Oh
tough.
yeah, the tensions of the cardboard here are rock solid.
Okay, let's show you some more of the textures here. So next up, we have this this one here. And just look. I'll tell you what, I really liked the terrain that came in Operation Icestorm.
Yeah.
But this is just a whole other level.
Well, it's what we wanted. We have a new chance of making stuff, and we can improve the elements, really.
Yeah.
And just there's so many tiny details.
These are definitely ways of getting some beautiful looking terrain for next to nothing in terms of cost, and they look amazing when you put them on the table. They're so nice.
So expect your local tournament scene to have some amazing looking terrain coming up very shortly. And then finally, we have, this is the bridge.
Two bridges.
So there's two of these.
Yeah.
So this is your bridge. And again, it kind of just all folds up, gives you your walkways, your kind of your side panels. And that's the underside. So when it actually goes together, it looks like this. And it's just...
Even underneath, it looks fantastic as well.
That's a nice touch that even the very undersides of the bridge.
Marcos is an excellent designer. I mean, he has also a lot of ideas, and we allow him to be very free when making these ideas and this stuff. I know that Gutier only corrects him with the spelling and in the letters, in the names of the companies and stuff, but the guy, we ask him these kind of projects, and he accepts him with a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah, totally.
Right, remember your bridges, when you're ready, connect your buildings, and it's just a matter of, you can see a slot here, and there's another slot there, and it just slots in, bang, bang, and bang. You've got a whole new kind of area. Notice how I was about to go for the Angel Heraldez miniature, then at the last minute changed my mind and went, whoa, I'll go over there instead. And just look at that. Let me try and get this in the shot for you so you can see. There
it is.
Well,
the main file of all this is Scenery Pack, the Neon Lotus, is the mat, the ground.
The actual ground texture.
I know that Marcos is the file that I spend most time doing, because from that everything came out.
Okay, so let me hold it up for you first so that you can see it. So this is the new ground texture for Red Veil, and then let me gradually move it around underneath the camera here so as you can see just some of the beautiful details.
I like very much the sci-fi stuff, but with commercial and nice family-friendly motifs there. It's like we are in a mall in a space,
Yeah.
It's just so well done. All the little details, and again, something that I just absolutely love. Look at the park area. Yeah. It's just great.
For the children,
Yeah, you need somewhere to leave them behind. So.
And on the other side.
Yep, so the artwork from the front of the box.
And then the other side, I'll just pull out there so as you can see.
If you just have enough of with the texture, this is a nice poster to have at home.
It's really nice.
And that is based on this artwork here.
Yeah.
So that is Red Veil. Carlos, is there anything else to be said other than it's available right now?
Yeah,
go and check it out.
Go crazy.
Remember, if you get in quickly, you get that exclusive miniature that is only available during the pre-order period. Yeah. That's this guy here. And remember, there's two exclusive miniatures that will only ever be available in this box set. If I'm correct, it will be this big guy here.
Yeah, the Alpha Sith Regiment.
And this one here.
The ninja with tactical bow.
And if you're feeling particularly adventurous...
Wait for this.
This is good.
There's a mega deal. There's a mega deal available to you. Now, this is available exclusively on the Corvus Belli online store.
Yeah.
Visitors to Gen Con.
Yeah.
And visitors to the Intercontinental in Spain.
Interplanetary.
What am I Intercontinental? Interplanetary.
In Spain. It look fair to us because the Spanish guys also deserve their moment.
Right. So, this is a mega bundle where you get Operation Red Veil, Miyamoto Musashi,
Yeah.
and the Unknown Ranger.
If you get these two, Operation Red Veil and Miyamoto Musashi, you will get the Unknown Ranger for free.
For free. Okay, so let's talk about each of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Miyamoto Musashi, which is a special pre-release. So it's not an exclusive mini.
Yeah.
It's a pre-release that will be coming out later, but you'll get it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miyamoto Musashi, the mercenary, the legend, the gladiator from Aristeia. Okay. This is a recreation of the legendary samurai in the future. Okay. We like Musashi so much, and we got so overexcited with the idea of redesign and resculpt him that we finally end up having two versions of Musashi. Okay, it's like the Aristeia outfit and the regular outfit. I don't know how to call it. They are both awesome, and we are releasing both of them in a box.
So they're both right. So the product contains both of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is concept design 1, as I'll call it.
Yeah.
And then here we have the second version of the same. Oh, look at it!
Look at the hat.
Just look at it!
That's an awesome hat.
Oh, I absolutely love that.
Yes.
We also have some additional images of the actual miniature itself that you can have a quick look at.
If you look at both, you will realize it's the same body with different heads and arms, but the both combinations really generate very two different miniatures. And well, when these were just assembling metal, they were already awesome. I mean, people were coming over to production just to see the two Musashis.
Yeah.
So we're very happy with this, and we are making this. The availability of Musashi for this super bundle, okay, is just a pre-release.
Yeah.
This same box later in the year, probably around November, will be released for the general public.
Okay, right. So if you order them and Red Veil, you get the Unknown Ranger, which is entirely exclusive just for this bundle.
Yeah.
So it's only available on the online store, at
Gen Con.
Gen Con and at the Interplanetary.
Yeah. Originally, this kind of stuff is just the Gen Con exclusive figure, but we allow ourselves to make it available, especially for Spanish players who are usually left out of these super special miniatures and stuff.
There we go. Right. Okay. Let's have a close-up look at him. So, what can you tell us about the Unknown Ranger?
Well, there were a lot of rejected designs from the Unknown Ranger. Some of those were too referential, you know. And we'll finally end up having the version that we like, with a tactical shield, with more military looking, also the masked face, which is something that we were pretty much into. We just had the profile of the Unknown Ranger, we were considering, you know, what reference is this? Is this Captain America? Is the Lone Ranger? Is Chuck Norris Ranger? You know, many stuff were there, and we at some point we were cutting layers of pop references and stick to this is an awesome guy from the most awesome army, which is US Ariadna. Yeah. So let's get the camp a little bit out of the thing and make someone that you will respect.
Where do you see some of the painted
I love this photo. I love this photo.
It's a really good one.
With the line of soldiers going to charge in through the door against an enemy, and the guy with the statical shield in front. I enjoy
People
so much.
I've been really waiting to see this miniature, and it doesn't disappoint.
It's just it is just so badass, this miniature. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I also happen to have the miniature here, so I'm going to do my best not to drop it.
Yeah, because this is the Angel Giraldez painted version.
So
watch it. What's that finger?
Stop shaking me! Stop shaking me!
Of course,
just look at that.
Of course, there will be an alternative version that will be the general release. Consider these guys as the Van Sant from last year, okay? But this will be
just
exclusive.
Look at the detail on
this.
This
is the one who is
on
holding actually the tactical vest to protect himself with it. And it has so many lovely angles when you're looking at it.
Okay, right. So, if you want to get this, I'll bring it up once more for you. Head on over to Corvus Belli's online store, go to Gen Con or go to the Interplanetary.
Only from 4th of July, today, to August 9th.
Okay, so 4th of July to August 9th, pick up Operation Red Veil with Miyamoto Musashi, and you will get for free the Unknown Ranger. Right, we have an amazing week of stuff planned. Stay tuned. and we'll be bringing you some more Red Veil awesomeness in just a while.